The graph of a linear equation in two variables is a line. A line is a set of infinite points. Try to recall what you learned from 7th grade geometry. At least how many points do you need to draw a line? If you answered 2 points, you're right. 2 points determine a line. Let me show you an example. Let us graph the linear equation x plus y equals 3. The first step is to create a table of values. Next, we determine a convenient value for x to solve for its corresponding value for y. For this example, we use -1. We substitute -1 to x in the equation x plus y is equal to 3. So it will be -1 plus y is 3. We use the addition property of equality to remove -1 from the left part of the equation. We add 1 to both sides. Thus, we will have y is equal to 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, so y is equal to 4. If x is -1, its corresponding value for y is 4. Now we plot the point. Here is the point -1, 4 on the Cartesian plane. Let's choose another convenient value for x. Let's try 0. 0 plus y is y, so y is equal to 3. Simple, right? If x is 0, its corresponding value for y is 3. Now we plot the point. Here is point 0, 3, right here on the Cartesian plane. We can already use these 2 points to determine a line. But did you know that you can check for yourself if your answer is correct? Here, let me show you. See this point right here? Notice that the point is located at 1, 2. So, it gives you a clue that if x is 1, y should be 2. Let's check if that is correct. We substitute 1 to x. 1 plus y is 3. But y should be alone at the left side of the equation. So to remove 1, we add -1 to both sides of the equation, making it 3 plus -1. 3 plus -1 is 3 minus 1, whose difference is 2. See, I know you can do it. Let's try another example. Now, let's graph 2x plus 3y equals 7 using 2 points on the line. This time, we complete the table first. First, let us make a table of values and assume a convenient value for x to determine its corresponding value for y. Let's try -1. -1 will replace x. In the equation, 2x plus 3y equals 7. Again, it's a process we call substitution. The equation will now become 2 times -1 plus 3y equals 7. 2 times -1 is equal to -2. Don't forget that we are looking for the value of y. By addition property of equality, we add 2 to both sides of the equation to remove -2 from the left side. Now, we have 3y is equal to 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. Notice that there is still 3 beside y. What should we do? Correct! We divide. we divide 3 to both sides of the equation. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And that is just y. Y is equal to 9 divided by 3, which would give you 3. Therefore, if x is negative 1, the value of y is positive 3. Now let's try using another value. Ready? Let's use 0. If you want to work on solving for y on your own, you may pause the video, then press play once you have finished to check if your answer is correct. Let's solve for y. Again, we substitute 0 to x, making it 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 7. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3y is 3y. So, 3y is equal to 7. Remember, we are solving for the value of y. What should we do again to 3y is equal to 7? Right! We divide both sides of the equation by 3. Since 7 is not divisible by 3, this is already the answer in its simplest form. Y is equal to 7/3. Now you try. Find the value of y if x is 2. Pause the video. Then, press play once you have finished solving. If your answer is 1, you're doing great. The value of y if x is 2 is 1. Now let's go graph some equations. To graph, we will be using the values we have solved for a while ago. Remember, these x and y values are coordinates of points. Let's plot 2 points. First, we plot point -1, 3. Now, we locate point 2, 1 and draw a line. There you have it. Using the points -1, 3 and 2, 1, we were able to graph the linear equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. If you want to check your answer, you can use any convenient third point to check. 0, 7/3, or also known as 2 and 1/3, is right here. Notice the graph. Our line intersected the Cartesian plane at 2 points, this and this. They are called intercepts. Lines intersect at points, and if the graph intersects the Cartesian plane at its x-axis, it's what we call the x-intercept. If the graph intersects the Cartesian plane at its y-axis, it's what we call the y-intercept. We can also use these intercepts in drawing our graph. Let's observe. Here we have the graph of the equation 2x plus 3y equals 6. Notice where the graph intersected the x and the y-axis. Lines intersect at points, and the point that is on the x-axis is the x-intercept. This point right here that is on the y-axis is the y-intercept. What are the coordinates of the x-intercepts? It's 3, 0. How about the y-intercept? 0, 2. Perfect! Since the x-intercept will always intersect the x-axis, what do you suppose will always be the value of the y-coordinate? True! It will always be 0. The same goes for the y-intercept. The x-coordinate of the y-intercept will always be 0. Now let's look into how the graph is made. We will be doing the y-intercept first. Once again, we start with a table of values. We are looking at 2x plus 3y equals 6. And we are going to replace x with 0 first. If we multiply 2 with 0, it will be 0. 0 plus 3y will be 3y. So 3y is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 3 and the final answer will be 2. So the coordinates of the y-intercept will be 0, 2, located right here. Now, let's find the coordinate of the x-intercept. This time, you may follow or observe the solution. If y is 0, the value of x is 3. So the coordinates of the x-intercept will be 3, 0. Wow! You're amazing at this! Did you find the solution too fast? You can rewind the video if you want to do it again, before we plot this last point. To graph our second point, 3, 0, it's located right here. Lastly, draw a line passing through the 2 points and tada! You successfully graphed another line. I knew you can do it. Now, one last line to draw. You got this. Graph the line that passes through -2, 1 and has a slope equal to 1/4. Now relax. This is actually quite easy to do. There's just 4 steps to this and all you needed to do is to count. I got you here. Let's go! Step 1. We plot the point -2, 1. Now, we use the slope of the line and yes, it may be in the form of a fraction, but it would be really easy to use. The numerator will tell you whether to go up or down, while the denominator will tell you if you'll go left or right. Let me show you. For step 2, since the numerator is positive, we go up by 1 unit from -2, 1. Now we are at -2, 2. But we won't stop here because we still have the denominator to tell us where to go next. For step 3, since the denominator 4 is positive, from -2, 2, we go 4 units to our right. See that? Rise and run. We rose 1 unit and then we ran 4 units to the right. That's the slope. Where did we stop? Oh yeah, we stopped at 2, 2. That's our second point. How many points do you have again? Yes, you have 2. Can you now draw a line through those points? Great! Let's draw that line. And that's it. We were able to graph linear equations. If you want to review this lesson again, go ahead and replay the video. You were awesome! You learned to graph linear equations using 2 points, using the intercepts, and using a point and a slope. Now you'll do great in that homework. I hope you had fun in this lesson as much as I did. I hope to see you in the next one. By the way, don't forget to feel free to ask your teachers if you find some concepts confusing. Knowledge is indeed a great power to possess. Stay indoors, stay safe, and remember that it's not just the numbers who are valuable. You are too. Take care!